A wise man once said, how can I be caught when I'm the catch? So said that.
Jets. Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off by the Game Day. We got another very special guest. Our boy J Bobby is back in the house. Welcome back, J Bobby. How you doing, bro?
I'm feeling tremendous. It's a blessing to be on Caps Off.
We're blessed to have you.
I ain't gonna clap after last night. He's a big LeBron.
You said no basketball. I'm letting you rock.
Well, we actually are gonna talk about a little.
We
bit
could
of
talk a
basketball.
little.
But Adam, how you doing? Checking in from Miami, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, actually.
I'm good. You talked about basketball, but the Heat had a great night. How was your night, Matan?
My night was kind of devastating.
Why is that?
Honestly, because Julius
why do you
Randle
say
is
that?
a bum. Because Julius Randle is a bum and has a low basketball IQ. That's why.
You think Julius Randle's annoying to watch? Try watching Jordan Poole.
Yeah,
like one time.
Jordan Poole's your
Poole.
third best player. Julius Randle's supposed to be our best player.
Jordan Poole's like our fifth.
Yeah, but you know what? Even going off of last night, I'm really happy though because ESPN they brought up a really good point this morning, which was that we need to probably be concerned about the Knicks players playing in Miami because the heat, the temperatures, it gets to them, because they're playing outdoors and it is hot out.
Yeah.
So they brought up a very valid point that it's like they should probably be playing in a controlled 73-degree environment.
You guys were handed.
People are bringing up valid points. I am concerned for the Knicks' health.
You guys were handed that win because the weather was in your favor.
The Knicks was like the problem is that they don't know how to play in front of a crowd as mild as Miami's. They're used to it being so hype and loud inside the Garden. Then you go to Miami and it's like half full in a playoff game. It's pretty crazy.
I'm not gonna lie though.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie.
Again, valid points all around.
I feel pretty dejected. They were pretty abysmal, I would say, last night. It was not a good game at all.
Shit.
It looked like shit.
Yeah, well,
simply put.
I asked you to place a bet for me last night.
No.
And you're a fake homie for not helping me out.
He wants me to place a bet. Would you do this? He wants me to place a bet on Miami future to win the chip. I am not in my own FanDuel account putting money on the Heat, who are still in a series with the Knicks.
Thanks, Jack.
To win the championship. I am not doing that. Yeah, have Jack do it.
Spend me $50. I'll do it right now.
Yeah, for sure. Have Jack do it. I don't care if you do it. You should bet on your team. I'm just not being. I'm not being an accomplice in this.
We are the New York Knicks. Listen, man. Shout out to the Knicks, man. I don't know, man. I thought y'all had something after round one, and then y'all just choked it away. Somehow the Miami Heat, who's been a fucking abysmal, is about to make it to the. They never got Tyler Hero, who was a bagel. Shout out that guy last year that said they called Tyler Hero a bagel. But I'm just saying. The fact that the Miami Heat is about to get to the Eastern Conference Finals is mind-boggling. The East is done. It's trash. It's over.
The West, though.
It is trash. The West
is it though? Or is it like
the East is bad, bro.
When do you
the
believe
East is
in the
bad.
culture?
I never had faith in Cleveland. I don't care what you say about Donovan Mitchell. I never had faith in that team. They're not winning. There's no Braun there.
Sixers ain't winning with Doc.
The Sixers, the suspect all over the place. But then the fact that the Knicks, did anybody really believe in the Knicks?
No,
I don't even think Knicks fans believe in the Knicks.
But in the regular season, the East was loaded, and now when we see how the East is turning out, we say they're the weaker.
When was
conference.
the East? I don't want to turn this into a basketball podcast, but when was the East loaded?
The Bucks.
What do you mean? Throughout the entire season, you had the Bucks, you had the Celtics, you had the Sixers.
It's top heavy.
The Knicks were
It's top heavy. It's top heavy. But once you start going past them, the Celtics, Bucks, and then who's the 13 Sixers? It's over, baby.
Oh.
Okay, but that's not my point. Is the fact that people throughout the regular season would say the East is loaded, and now we're saying it's a weak conference.
True.
Hey, if getting through the number one team in the entire NBA is part of a weak conference, I'm all for it.
Yeah,
I just want you to believe in the
their
culture.
best player was hurt.
What'd you say?
Their best player was hurt.
He came back for 2 games and dropped 35, 10, and 20.
Yeah, that goes to show you his
Their
team is
big three
ass.
combined for 85-plus points.
I said the same thing to him.
His team is ass.
He was like, "Look at the numbers."
Team is ass. No, man, I'm not gonna do this. This is not the
Yeah.
time.
All right. Well, the point is, God hates New York and doesn't want anything to happen good to New York sports. But while we are talking NBA a little bit, the playoffs, whatnot, we were talking this morning about what sport team do you think has the best playoffs? So we only have one factor cap today, and then we're going to talk about a bunch of other things. But obviously, this is an NFL podcast. So factor cap. the NFL is the best playoff in sports.
Might be
bar
the
none.
worst.
It's the best.
You think it's the best?
Yeah, bro.
NFL?
It's one and done. You have to win. So it's like in a series, you can go a 7-game series.
That's
cool.
fair.
But you can drop a couple games. Like, you can't do that in NFL.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. Every single time you have to go out and perform, right? And if you have a bad game, it's over. That's what makes it exciting. Like in the NBA, you can have a bad game. Game 2 of the Golden State Lakers series was a fucking blowout. Game 3 of Golden State Warriors series, blowout. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that.
You can play like shit a few games
And still be in it.
Sport.
You can't do that in football.
That's fair. Okay,
I was gonna
now you're
say
making me change my mind.
the thing is about like the NBA or even MLB is like the better team is gonna win because of a series. Like guaranteed, the better team will win.
Well, yeah, like think
And
about
that's just how it goes.
If the Nick Foles Eagles play the Patriots 7 times,
The Patriots are winning that series.
The Patriots are probably winning in 5.
100%.
Sweep.
100%. I agree.
But that's kind of the beauty of the NFL too, is that maybe it's not necessarily the best team.
Gotta
it's
show
the
up on
hottest
Sunday.
team. Yeah, you
Gotta
gotta
show up on Sunday.
The Seahawks, when they beat the New Orleans Saints with Marshawn Lynch that
Oh
year.
yeah, the Seahawks had no business even being in the playoffs.
One of the greatest games ever. Like, if there was a series,
the
we
Beast
lose that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Drew Brees Saints win that in 5.
Adam, thoughts? Factor cap. NFL is the best playoff in sports.
Best, I might say cap. Hardest, I might say fact. But we've talked about this. It's because you have one game to kind of prove yourself, whereas in every other sport, whether that's baseball, basketball, or hockey, the best team is usually going to come out on top. Obviously, in this playoffs, shout out to South Florida again, the Panthers as an 8th seed are, beat the Bruins, who was the best team in the entire NHL. But usually the best team comes out on top. When it's the NFL, you got one game to show up, and it can go either way, which could also potentially make it more exciting now that I've kind of talked myself into this. Yeah, I'll say fact, just because I don't know. I get exhausted after, 7-game series.
Adam, when you say NFL is the hardest, do you mean like physically or just like, what do you mean by hardest?
When I say hardest, I think hardest for a 1 seed to essentially say you're going to win the Super Bowl, because I think the hardest, you could have a team, a 4 seed, a 5 seed, be able to show up on any given day and come out on top and be able to pull out a win, right? Like you could play the best for a smaller amount of time, but over a series, you're going to have to play like it's almost like a regression to the mean type of example.
I actually like very much disagree with that. I think football is one of the sports that has the least amount of parity compared to MLB, where if you have like anyone can win any given game, any given series, depending on if your pitching gets hot. NHL, you saw with your Florida Panthers, like I think in the NFL, if you're the Chiefs, you have that superstar quarterback, you're not losing the fucking Titans in the first round, bro. You're not going to be losing that last wild card team.
No,
you're
but
not usually.
but
I think other sports have more parity. It's like
from the other perspective, though, Adam's saying it's the hardest. What were you saying it was the hardest to?
I'm saying it's the hardest to be able to like completely come out here and say that, because you have a Patrick Mahomes, you're gonna just win that game, because you can go up against the Trevor Lawrences, the Joe Burrows, superstar quarterbacks.
So from the other perspective, it's the hardest for maybe a 1 or 2 seed to win, but from a 7-8 seed perspective, it might be the easiest, because all you have to do is win one game.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
True.
As opposed to like, so if we're talking like, the top tiers are looking at it from one perspective of like, this is gonna be the hardest. I gotta win this one game, but from the other perspective, it's like, I only have to win one game.
I guess like
I don't gotta win. I don't gotta win 4 games.
Like how many times have we seen the 1 seed lose in the first round of the playoffs in NFL? But then you look at the NBA, your Heat were only the 2nd team ever to win a series as an 8 seed. So just like that's what I think. That's why a 7-game series is more difficult. It's more taxing on your body. I think that's why the NHL playoffs, in my opinion, is the hardest playoff to win. The hardest championship to win in sports is the Stanley Cup. Because you're going out there every other night playing hockey, doing that shit on skates. I don't know how the fuck they do that.
That's
But like,
facts.
it's one of them. It's probably the 2nd most physical sport, and it's just wild to me how they do that.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I agree. I think hockey's the most taxing. Look, at the end of the day, across all these sports, every team, every player is banged up by this time of the year. That goes for NFL. That goes for the NHL. Probably the same with MLB. It goes for the same with NBA. Like every single person is banged up. So to say one is harder, sure, like the fuck do we know? But at the same time, I feel like it's harder to be able to consistently win across the NFL, because you could have a team show up and in one game I could take my chances, but in the NBA or the NHL, usually the better team is going to come out on top. Usually. In this case, obviously, we have two South Florida teams that were 8 seeds that come out on top over 1 seeds. But
can I give a shout out real quick because you said you talked about hockey being the best, right? Yeah. I just want to say, Mighty Ducks D2's greatest childhood movie of all time. Anyway.
It's a great movie.
That is a good movie.
I'm curious. What sport has the best Game 7 1-game sample size that you'd want to watch? Like, is it an AFC Championship to go to the Super Bowl in the NFL? Is it like Game 7 in an NHL series, NBA Game 7? Like, who's the best? What's like the best sport to watch? Like a Game 7 winner
so
take
what is
all?
the best winner go home game?
Yeah, best winner.
Game 7 of the World Series. I think it's Game 7 of the World Series.
I
don't think there's any kind of atmosphere as electric as Game 7 of the World Series.
I think, and I know you're gonna. I know Bobby and Adam are gonna counter it because like, oh, it's fucking baseball. Baseball is the only sport out of all the American sports that does not have a clock to determine the end of a game. You have to play all 27 outs. You have to get every single.
Makes it worse.
No, that makes it better because anything can.
It does not.
It does. Let me finish. Because anything can happen in any given moment at a baseball game. It doesn't matter if you're down 5 runs with 1 out left in the entire game. You can still come back and win that. That's like if you're down 15 points in a basketball game, but you got 5 seconds left, you got no fucking shot. In baseball, you always have a chance. And it's so tense the whole time because anything can happen. I think that's why it's the best.
Rebuttal?
I mean...
I just feel like baseball with no clock, that's what makes it a horrible sport, first of all. But I just think that if you look at basketball Game 7, if 2 teams make it there to the Game 7, those teams are actually really legit teams. Prime example, that 2016 finals where it was the Cavs versus the Golden State. Game. That fucking arena was rocking in there. I mean, it was electric. And I feel like when you watch that, you can follow on. Block like by James, motherfucker. You remember that? Yeah, you don't remember that. Exactly. The 3 by Curry. All that shit, that sequence is fucking intense and it's all up and down. Curry making threes. Kevin Love stopping them. You don't remember that? Yeah.
I don't actually remember
what I'm trying to say is I just think it's more like action consistently, like this. Where you're like, holy shit, when you're on a fucking anxiety ride. With baseball, I get it. Anytime you can rock. But through the fucking game, you're like, okay. By the 5th inning, you're like, okay. By the time you get to like the 7th, the 8th inning, that's when you're kind of like, oh shit. But you have to get there. From basketball, Game 7, from the first quarter, from the 4th quarter, it's lit.
I think Game 7, honestly, like, my thing with basketball, and I love basketball, it's one of my favorite sports to watch, like, it's just there's something about it where, like, the first few quarters, you just don't really care that much. Like,
so you're saying you care about the first 3 innings more than you care about the first 3 quarters. It's more exciting.
Yeah, but I think with baseball, anything can happen.
The weight of scoring in baseball is much heavier. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like if you score a run in the first inning, it's like that counts a lot.
That could be the winning run.
Yeah, exactly. The game could end 1-0. You know, and like
which is terrible.
Yeah,
sure. That ends 1-0. You can't tell me that's lit.
No. But there was a World Series game. It was like Game 6. I think it was Dodgers Astros. It was like 13-12. One of the best games I've ever watched in any sport. That was fucking sick.
That's fire, but that's rare.
Yeah, it is rare. It is rare.
Yeah, but to J. Bobby's point, though, I think with the clock, I think the reason I think a Game 7 in NHL and the NBA, like anything with the clock, is that you know that as the clock's obviously getting lower, that the intensity is going up.
Same with baseball.
Sorry. So like as you have the clock going down, like it's getting more tense. Whereas the MLB, like because you just mentioned it takes a lot more time, like it can go in waves a lot more. I feel like, you're not telling me that fans are standing up for the last 3 innings because there's levels to it. But with the NBA, with 6 minutes left, 5 minutes left, like. But my point is, like, there's pauses, there's ebbs and flows. In an NBA game and an NHL game, especially NHL, where there's really a lack of timeouts and stuff, it's like with the clock going down, the intensity is going up. So in a way, I think for me, I'm saying NHL or NBA.
I might change my answer to NHL, like Stanley Cup Game 7, because it has the same thing as baseball with you never know what's going to happen at any given moment type of thing. But it's something about hockey, like Game 7, the atmosphere inside of an arena is fun. I don't know. It's baseball and hockey for me.
The equivalent of
game, like.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like game, like I agree. I love the NBA, but I think Game 7 NHL, like when the Panthers were playing the Bruins in Game 7 in Boston, they were down by a goal with a minute left, pulled the goalie.
That was fucking crazy.
Then they score with 49 seconds left, and like because especially with hockey where it's so much harder to score than in the NBA. Like the fact that they were able to score with 49 seconds left, like hockey game 7 is crazy.
I had no vetting rooting interest, and I was like I was literally watching it on TV. I was like screaming. I was like, holy fuck, because that was just an insane finish. Like,
there's no equivalent really. The equivalent of this in the NFL is like 2 minutes tie game. You know, like one team has the ball. Right?
A lot of time,
football's
that
great.
Score, unfortunately,
football's great, but again, I think it comes. The reason I say NBA or NHL is because in baseball and in the NFL, like there's going to be timeouts. There's going to be moments where like the crowd goes down and then they have to come back up.
It's not in both of those sports.
Winding down, they can stay up.
In both of those sports, it's not moving constantly like in NBA and NHL.
Right. If anything, that's why I say NHL Game 7 is by far the craziest because there's going to be less timeouts and the clock's going down no matter what.
Hey, I fucking love baseball, bro.
Dude, Game 7 World Series.
The intensity of playoff baseball is insane. You have to appreciate the sport, obviously. If you like the sport, then you get it.
A final drive is better than that. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, to each their own. All right,
Yankees though.
Yeah. No, go judge.
Go judge. J. Bobby just likes good athleticism.
That's true.
All right. This back to NFL for a second. The NFL schedule is being released next week, or is it Thursday?
I think it's Thursday.
So this will be released on Wednesday, so tomorrow.
Thursday.
So before we get that schedule, Jack and I did a little talking before, and we made our own little week 1 schedule of the perfect slate of possible matchups for week 1 that we would want to see. Some of them are kind of ducks.
Yeah, because we had to get every team.
We had to get every team, and we had to go by.
Commanders have to play someone.
Yep, and we also had to go by who they're actually playing this season. So we made the entire schedule: Thursday night, Sunday 1 o'clock, the 4 p.m. games, Sunday night football, and Monday night football.
Oh, right? Is it a Monday night?
You even specified 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
I think we did. Opening week, we didn't even think about this. They have a Monday night doubleheader usually.
Do they? All right. Well, we're not going to keep that.
I know which one.
I hope you spaced it out. I hope you guys.
Okay, fine.
I hope you guys spaced it out and gave us some games on the 4 o'clock window because sometimes they give us only like three games or all out west.
Would you? Because we can make an audible. Would you like a Monday night doubleheader?
No.
No Monday night doubleheader.
I also don't. Let's just do regular. Okay, week 1 schedule of the NFL, potential week 1 schedule that Jack and I made ourselves. I want to hear your thoughts.
This is the, in our opinions, the dream. Schedule.
Dream week 1.
This is what
it would be like if this happens in week 1. Everyone would be like,
you just want to bounce like back and forth.
Yeah, sure. So Thursday night football, the defending champs are going to make a debut in Thursday night football.
We already know the Chiefs are playing.
The Chiefs are going to play the Bengals at Arrowhead. Chiefs
start
Bengals.
The year.
Oh, it's just a fucking tough start to the year. That's what we love to see.
Yep,
good selection.
And you know who wins that one? You know who wins that one? The Bengals.
They do because
I kind of agree. Jack,
I can see that.
Next game, first 1 p.m. game.
So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 1 p.m. games. All right, we got a good slate for Scott Hansen.
You want to just rattle off the 1 p.m. games?
We can do whatever.
All right, go.
First, we got Patriots at Raiders. A little Jimmy G. Go back to there's just one of those games we had to do.
Hey, it's a Jimmy G revenge game.
And Josh McDaniels. What is the fuck? I always forget his name.
Josh McDaniel?
The Raiders.
Josh McDaniels?
Yeah.
McDaniels?
Revenge
Josh McDaniels, plural.
That was just one of those we had to throw in. This next one's good, though.
Ravens at Jaguars. Good matchup. Couple of young quarterbacks who are obviously considered elite. And it'll just be a good matchup. They're playing each other.
Lamar is from Florida.
Lamar's from Florida, so exactly.
Jacksonville's
good shout. Jacksonville's the spot.
Duval.
Jacksonville Jaguars, best team in Florida. All right.
I don't know who wins that game, actually.
Neither do I. Next game.
Next one, I keep getting duds. Steelers at Colts. Kenny Pickett and Anthony Richardson, baby. What a fucking matchup.
Wow. It gets better.
Yeah,
does it get better? You're going to get another dud.
Yeah, I get another
Falcons at Titans. Couple of running back studs in this matchup. Definitely excited to see what Bijan Robinson has in store with Atlanta. Not sure if he's going to be so good, but
those teams are kind of structured similarly, honestly.
Yeah.
Bijan better get 40 carries.
Yeah.
He better get 40 carries.
You want Desmond Ridder to throw 30 times? Bijan to get 40 carries.
Derrick Henry's 40 carries to Bijan Robinson's 40 carries.
Yep, exactly.
It'd be kind of fun if you like old school smash mouth football.
One wishbone and goal line. Fuck it.
After that, this is The Fox Sports game of the week, as I say, it's Cardinals at Commanders.
Whoo-wee. Man, that's a matchup. That's a matchup.
You gotta be licking your chops thinking about that one, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Who's the Commanders quarterback?
Sam Howell.
No.
Sam Howell versus Colt
we thugging with
McCoy.
that.
Sam Howell, Colt McCoy.
Dude, they let fucking Taylor Heineke go to the Falcons, so like they believe in Sam Howell.
Is
Wentz
Kyler
is a
not?
free
Is
agent.
Kyler hurt still?
No,
He's not going to be ready. Who's the backup? Who's the backup in
Is
Arizona?
it still Colt McCoy?
Is it still Colt McCoy?
Dude, I actually let me look this up because this could be one of the all-time worst
I'm looking it
quarterback
up right
matchups
now.
that I actually would want to watch.
I'm not watching that
Colt
one.
McCoy.
It's Colt McCoy.
It's Colt
Dude,
McCoy.
well,
Colt
we're gonna have
McCoy
Colt
versus Sam Howell.
McCoy.
Fox game of the week.
Yeah, wow, what a fucking game.
All right, the later
That was a
half,
good
the
one.
later half of this slate
Dude,
starts to get a little
you're
better.
getting such better games.
All right, the next one, Lions at Bears. Much better matchup than the other ones. Justin Fields on the rise. Lions on the rise as a team.
Like those are two
Definitely
teams.
going to be a good rivalry matchup.
We
in
thought
week
about
one.
putting Packers Bears, but with Jordan Love, I feel like that's not
Not as
the
exciting.
move. So these
Nah,
are
I
the
like
two.
Lions Bears. I
These
like
are the
that
two
one.
alpha dogs in the NFC North now.
All right, another NFC North.
Yeah, another NFC North one. It's pretty. Vikings at Packers. It's fine.
Jordan Love, they sneak one out there
I feel like they could in Lambeau.
Really
easily
his debut
for sure.
in a sense.
Yeah, in a sense, it would be. It would be his debut as like you are the starter.
Yeah,
This is your team.
Yeah.
All right, here's
And just knowing how it.
This
All right,
one's
go ahead.
fuck. You get all the good ones.
Here's a fun one.
Damn.
Here's a fun one. Picks 1 and 2 overall. Texans at Panthers. We're gonna see C.J. Stroud in Bryce Young's house. See if they have anything to do on the first week of their NFL career at 1 o'clock on Sunday.
That'd be fun. Except we were thinking about putting that prime time, but that would just be so mean to put them week one prime time
you
against each
can't
other.
do that prime time.
Yeah, we were thinking
That's a
putting
good
them
game,
Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football for the rookies.
For your NFL debut against the guy that got picked over or behind
Yeah.
you.
All right, last one of the 1 o'clock slate.
This could be another game of the week. Bucks Saints.
It's a good one.
Silence.
Good one. Divisional matchup.
Derek Carr
Division
versus
matchup.
Baker Mayfield. That's a good rivalry, though. It is a good rivalry.
Oh, this is
Good matchup.
Yeah.
Maybe there's just bad NFL teams. We were looking at these before. No, they gets better.
There are
but
like the next ones are actually like the primetime games are.
the
fun.
primetime games are better.
So that was the 1 o'clock slate.
Yes,
1
1 o'clock slate.
Now we're moving into 4 o'clock.
Moving into 4 o'clock,
All right.
we got a decent one,
It's okay.
still not a great one. Browns at Rams. Not much to say there.
bad.
Initially, we had the Browns playing the Texans, which would have been fun because obviously Deshaun. And then we wanted to put the Texans against the Panthers because of C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young. So Browns at Rams, 4 o'clock.
Rams could be-
Why Browns Rams?
That's
Why
the
Browns,
first-
Rams?
Because
We had to match people up.
To be honest, it was the last one, and it was just a filler.
And you know, there's always those 4 o'clock games. There are 4 o'clock games, and there's always 3 that are watchable and 1 that's not. So that's going to be the one that's not.
the other ones,
It's fine. Deshaun's going for 350 and 3.
Nice.
yeah. But Matt Stafford, the two teams that could be a little underrated going into the year. The next one would be fucking awesome. This would be great. Jets Giants at the Meadowlands.
At 4 o'clock, 4:25.
425.
Jets at Giants.
Sun's coming down a little bit. This would be awesome.
I will be there.
New York rivalry.
I will be there front row watching Aaron Rodgers carve up Danny Dimes, baby.
Oh man,
What's your prediction as a Jets fan, Jay Bobby? What's the record going to be?
what's the Jets record for this year?
15 and 2? 16
No,
and 1?
no. I'll be
He's thinking
maybe 11-5, 11-5.
11-5.
We're 11 and 6.
That's
17
11
games.
We got a
11-6.
new game, right? We got an extra
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
All right, 11-6. I'll go 11-6.
That's not bad. Okay, I respect
bad.
that.
Make the
I respect
playoffs.
that. Yeah, that'd be.
Make the
That'd
playoffs,
be
then
da-
make a run.
11
Oh,
and
no,
6
we're going
would be-
Super Bowl. It's happening.
It's happening.
How many wins the Giants getting then?
I don't care.
10.
10. Okay.
All right, next 4 o'clock matchup, West Coast game. Chargers at Broncos. Divisional matchup. A couple of good quarterbacks. Russell Wilson comeback season. You know what to expect. Exactly that.
Chargers.
I'm not mad about that. I like that one.
I think Broncos win that one if that actually happens.
I need memes.
It's funny as I'm hearing like the schedule, it's not as exciting as I would have.
Dude, the NFL schedule is never that exciting. This is literally like as good as we could do.
No, I'm not saying on you guys. I'm just saying, like, thinking about the teams and, like, them going up against someone, it's like, it's not that.
Right. All right, Jack.
All right. And then to end the 4 o'clock slate, it's fucking bullshit. This isn't Monday night, but I got overruled by Matan and Steph, motherfuckers. It should be. It's Niners Seahawks to end the 4 o'clock slate. Good West Coast game. That should be fucking Monday night.
No, we saved the better game.
Monday night? No,
we saved the better game.
That's a huge rivalry.
On a Monday night.
We saved the better game.
I mean, process of elimination. I like where this is
going.
We'll
get to we have Sunday night football. A divisional matchup between the Cowboys and the Eagles on Sunday night football to kick off the first week of the season.
I love that.
Yeah.
Two of the best teams in football matching up. NFC East.
Cowboys
Sunday
and
night
Eagles
football.
are.
Al Michaels on the call. Chris Collinsworth in the booth.
Now here's
my God, can't you just see it? Here's a guy that's going to be a good
Cowboys
matchup.
Eagles is just so. That's just so like. They're just Sunday night football teams. Like I don't know how to describe that. They just feel.
They really
Sunday
are.
Night.
The Dallas Cowboys versus the Georgia Bulldogs, aka the SEC.
It just means more, baby.
That shit is crazy, bro.
Which means process of elimination.
Monday night, Adam. We're gonna have the Porpoises, the Dolphins visiting Buffalo and the Bills. Josh Allen, single Josh Allen, could be on a revenge tour this year.
Oh yeah,
I'd be scared week 1 if I'm you.
With a healthy Dolphins
Single
team.
Josh Allen versus Daddy Tua at this point.
Dolphins getting the Bills in week 1. Dolphins getting the Bills in week 1 is good for the Dolphins because the weather will be more in their favor at that point.
Oh, true.
It won't quite yet be too cold, so the Dolphins could.
Oh, this is in Miami. Is this in Miami?
No. Week 1 is in Buffalo for our schedule. Week 1's in
because Buffalo's a way better environment, so we wanted it to be there.
Yeah,
The NFL, the script makers, we like to play in Buffalo in the winter. You know, Tua thrives in cold weather games.
Yeah, well, we are the script makers.
I would have rather have seen that.
We are the script makers, and this time it's going like this.
J. Bob, you think that's a better game than Niners Seahawks?
Yeah.
Okay.
By far.
Yes.
Overruled again. Ben? Yeah. Okay. Well, fuck me.
Any qualms, questions, concerns, queries?
Question. Bills. I know they got a tight end. Did they get a wide receiver?
They did not.
They did not. No.
Good luck.
Adam?
No. I think it's good. I think Thursday night's good. You know, Amazon Prime actually doesn't get it. So after the week 1 game on Thursday night, I feel like Amazon Prime usually goes down. So I'm glad that we got a good Thursday night game in Chiefs Bengals. I like the Sunday night matchup. I like the Monday night matchup. I think you guys did a great job.
Thanks, man.
I think Jets Giants is the game of the week. Fox game of the week.
Jets Giants.
Niners Seahawks probably too. Yeah. Actually, the most underrated game on that I think is Texans Panthers. Like that would be sick to see the first 2 picks.
1 and 2. They're both really good friends. There's storyline there.
Yeah.
I think
are they good
grow
friends?
Up together?
Are they good friends?
I could see
Yes, Adam.
I was just going to say I could see a lot of storylines coming out of that after week 1, not only on the Caps Off podcast, but at the Game Day NFL in terms of, Jordan Love. He's the guy. Packers win. Dolphins over Bills. The Bills are shit. Giants over Jets. Did the Aaron Rodgers situation, did they mess up? All this stuff.
The Broncos beat the Chargers. Sean Payton and Russ, they're back, baby. Like,
they're back.
Some shit.
I can see it.
I agree. All right. Well,
Commanders Cardinals.
Cardinals. That's really
what a game.
That's really
the worst quarterback matchup probably of
if
all
that
time.
Isn't week 1, that's going to be like a Thursday night game because Thursday night football sucks.
Bro, I need color rush. I need color rush on that one. Bring it back.
Yep.
I missed that.
You like color rush?
Hell yeah.
I like color rush because always like you see like the Jags be all teal against like the light blue Tennessee.
Bro, that was the only good thing about Thursday night football.
Bro, it was so good. It was like Blake Bortles versus fucking like I don't know, like Ryan Tannehill, some shit. It was horrible.
All right, well, we'll do a little transition here for Jack. Jack tweeted yesterday a list of teams that he wants to bandwagon, assuming that the Niners quarterback situation does not pan out how he's hoping it will.
It's a security blanket.
Do you want to read us your tweet actually, so we have a little context
let me read
there?
It. So I go. My official list of teams I'm bandwagoning this NFL season, just in case the Niners quarterback room goes to shit yet again, just because they always get injured. So number 1, the Bears. You still in Chicago? I feel like that's self-explanatory. Number 2, Bengals. Number 3, Texans. Number 4, Lions. Number 5, Jags. And please send other team applications to the comments below. Thank you in advance.
So
I sent in my application.
So did I.
I think it's going through the review process right now.
You want to give your pitch?
I think I'd rather be a Jets bandwagon than a Dolphins bandwagon, without a doubt in my mind.
What about the
Giants?
Giants?
Are kind of boring. The Jets are a little more fun, but I also don't like Aaron Rodgers.
Daniel Jones is your guy.
He's a cool guy. But.
Yeah, but come on.
Adam. Jack, as an all-pro Aaron Rodgers hater, I cannot believe you just said those words.
I don't like Aaron Rodgers, but I feel for Jets fans. Like they need something, man. Look at this guy.
Adam, you want to give your pitch as to why the Dolphins should be his bandwagon team?
Well, I said what I said to Jack yesterday was that he was telling me the other day that he's very concerned for the Indus River dolphin that's becoming extinct. So in his past life, he wanted to be a marine biologist. So because of him, his love for marine animals and mammals, I just think he could more so support, the mammals in the porpoises. So I think for him, it's not even just that I have to pitch him something. It's just reminding him of something that he loves and something that he has, he's very passionate about. And that's why I credit Jack. He's an avid swimmer. And one of his favorite pastimes is dolphin diving. So, yeah.
J Bobby's about to be like, you love aviation, so you should root for the Jets.
No, I'm not. I'm going to tell you why you should root for the Jets.
You know what the black box is?
The black box in the plains.
Yeah. A wise man once said, how can I be caught when I'm the catch? So said that. Gardner. You know who he said that to?
Jessica Alba.
You know what I'm saying? So case closed.
Case closed.
Jets.
Dude, they have Zach Wilson and Sauce Gardner, two of the biggest dogs in football.
Bro, imagine having the balls to say that to Jessica fucking Alba.
Oh my god. All right, but question for you all. Jack gave us all of his teams that he is on the bandwagon for and would root for other than his team. I want us to go around and list off a few teams. Give us your top 5 teams that you would root for that are not your team. You know what I mean?
Top 5?
Yeah, top 5 teams
I know
that you are rooting for that aren't your team.
I know Gino's got to be up there for you.
I'm going first, or are you going
first? You want to go first off the dome?
I'll go with the dome. Obviously, Giants, New York. I'm holding it down for the city.
On my list.
Yeah. I like Kansas City.
Yeah.
No, but one Giants, 2 Ravens. Because I'm going with Lamar.
Yeah.
3, I like Patrick Mahomes. I like what they're doing over there. Continue the dynasty. 4, Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. I know that's blasphemy for you, but I got to hold it down for that.
To be totally honest, if I didn't hate the Eagles, they would be on my list.
They're fun.
They are they have quickly, because they're just fun to watch and really good. They're up there for me in terms of likability, but I obviously am rooting against them all the time. They're just a likable team, I think.
I feel like I built my team a little differently where they're not good yet, but they're on the verge. They're on the come up a little bit.
Yeah. I don't want to root for the Eagles. It's too easy.
Yeah, I don't want to root for the Chiefs or Eagles.
And my last one is sleeper. A-Rich, baby. I'm going with the Colts.
Oh.
Shout out Kondo. I want to see A-Rich do the thing, baby.
You're a big A-Rich fan.
Oh yeah. I like the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? If the ceiling can happen, I think it's good for football.
I'd love to see if he can reach that. That'd be sick. Yeah. Do I think he'll get there?
Yeah, maybe.
Adam, you got a list?
Yeah, teams that I would definitely want to root for if the Dolphins ended up sucking. One would probably be the Chicago Bears. Justin Fields, MVP season incoming. You get him some help in DJ Moore. You love to see it.
That's our team, bro.
I think the Cats Off podcast is an avid supporter of get a superstar quarterback, a wide receiver 1, and watch what happens.
Bear down.
That would definitely be
Chicago Bears.
Chicago Bears. Bear down, Chicago Bears. Number 2, I'll say the Giants. Danny Dimes, friend of the pod.
Yeah.
I would also like to see the Giants be a better team than the Jets, so there'd be something really magical about the fact that there's another team in New York better when they've done less.
I respect that.
That'd be kind of fun. 3, I would probably say the Ravens. Lamar with some help. I like Lamar with some help. I would want to see them thrive. 4, there's a part of me that wants to say the Niners. Is that weird? The fact that the Niners have they don't know what the fuck to do at quarterback. You bring in Sam Darnold. You bring in who they just fucking signed, some dude with Allen.
Brandon Allen.
Well, you brought in a fourth quarterback.
Yeah, Brandon Allen, Joe Burrow's backup. He mentored Joe Burrow. That's why they brought him. Really
I don't know. Also, the Dolphins are the Niners of the East, so I would say that by definition, I have to root for them. And then
they
5.
got a bunch of like random former 49ers.
Who would be another team?
Mostert, Jeff Wilson,
Trevor
Craycraft.
Yes.
I gotta kind of say this quietly. The Browns.
On the field, though.
On the field. I mean, I feel like I'm going to die on the hill. I think we're all going to die on the hill that Deshaun Watson is the closest thing to Patrick Mahomes in this NFL on the field. So I think by wanting to just be right, just wanting to, know ball, as the cool kids would say, so I'll say the Browns. I'll root for the Browns. Jack, what would the scouts, what's the scouting department say about Deshaun's incoming year on the field?
On the field, specifically on the field. He's probably going to throw for about 8,000 yards, something like that, 70, 80 touchdowns. Around that realm. Something decent, yeah. Off the field is a different story.
It was modest.
Yeah.
It was modest.
Yeah.
But
just very okay year.
He's going to be highly productive.
What do you got, Matan?
Oh, yeah, my list. My list of teams that I would want to root for if the Giants suck, which is always likely. Number 1 for me is also the Kansas City Chiefs.
God.
Big Patrick Mahomes guy. Been saying
that's not
that
fun,
I want
though.
him.
Like, that's not.
That is fun.
It's
that's the
fun
easy way
because
out, bro.
we're watching the greatest player. And I want want greatness to win. And I know that I
hate that. I hate that you're like that.
But you could put him 5 or something. Like, don't put him 1. Yeah. Like, you could be like, we all want to see Patrick Mahomes.
All right, so if the Giants suck, I'm just going to root for the best team in football. Fuck that.
Yeah, fucking yeah. That's how I feel. I'm rooting for the Lakers right now.
Rooting for the Lakers.
You are?
I'm also rooting for the Warriors. Because
who the fuck are you?
Because it's hard to choose between greatness. They're the 2 greatest players in basketball right now. Whatever. Not the point. I want them both to have a good time. The Chiefs are my number 1 team. The Chiefs are my number 1 team. Number 2, I have the Jets because New York. I have a lot of Jets fan friends, including J. Bobby here, and I want him to be happy. So I root for them. Can't wait to beat their ass on week 1 of the NFL season, according to our schedule. Number 3 is the Bengals. Big Joe Burrow fan, big Bengals fan over the last couple of years, having done a lot of content around them. It's exciting. They're exciting to root for. Yeah. I honestly hope they can get over that hump once. Yeah. I really do. I hope they can win a Super Bowl in the next 3 years because I think Patrick Mahomes is going to be in their way forever, obviously, and if they can beat him in the playoffs to win the Super Bowl, then that would.
I've been to more.
I've
been to more Bengals games the last 2 years for work than I've been to Niners games in the last 10 years.
Yeah, that's probably true. Probably true. Number 4, I got the Texans. CJ Stroud got me excited when we met him at the draft. He was cool, and I was a big fan of their whole trading up to get the 3rd pick situation. So I hope that kind of pans out for them. Obviously, they are coming from nothing, so they have to take huge leaps if they want to be any bit successful. But
they will. Don't worry.
They're going to be fun to root for. CJ Stroud, I hope, is
Miko Ryan's
a good quarterback for a long time. Yeah,
Miko Ryan's going to be a really good coach.
And then the last one is the Jaguars. I know one of you mentioned the Jaguars. I did. Yeah, the Jaguars.
Jags.
Same thing. It's like I root for greatness. I want Trevor Lawrence to be the guy that he was hyped up to be, and he's starting to take those steps. And hopefully in year 3, is this year 3, right?
Yeah.
This is year 3. Hopefully in year 3 he can do that with Calvin Ridley and healthy ETN all year.
Evan Ingram, baby.
Evan Ingram hopefully has hands. Giant legend Evan Ingram, who once on the Giants had bricks for hands, and hopefully he has hands instead of bricks now.
Franchise tagged him.
But shout out the Jags. I hope that the Jags can be good. Honorable mention the Niners. Honestly, the Dolphins too. I was thinking about.
I like the Dolphins.
You've gotten me more excited about the Dolphins.
Adam would be so unbearable.
Because no one.
If they win a Super
cares
Bowl,
about the Dolphins.
That's true.
But Adam is a good friend of mine, and I like to root for him. So there you go.
That's what I think. As a Jets fan, I don't even look at them as ops. You know what I mean? I don't.
Exactly.
What
about the Bills?
Bills I hate more, but I don't really. I just hate the Patriots. The Patriots are the people that
But the Dolphins are just kind of there. Right?
Yeah. They'll beat the Patriots every now and then. That's how it goes.
I missed it. It goes in and out on Zoom. Can't hear much.
He was just saying the the Dolphins just kind of just there. He doesn't really care about him.
Well, you know it's good for you, J. Bobby.
Nice.
And this will transition us into our last little segment of today. Is that PFF ranked the Jets higher on their power rankings than the Dolphins?
Yeah.
The Jets are 6, and the Dolphins, I believe, are 11.
You have the better quarterback.
Yeah, you do. Adam, thoughts, comments, concerns, queries?
I thought I had their top 10. I want to look at their
yeah,
top
so we're
10.
looking at the list here. The PFF
it?
ranked their top power rankings before the NFL season of teams.
Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs are 1. The Eagles are 2. Coming in at number 3, San Francisco 49ers. Shout out. Number 4, the Bengals. 5, the Bills. Number 6, shout out the Jets. Number 7, Felipe, who's on vacation, Dallas Cowboys.
I feel like that's low.
I also feel like it's low. This one feels high to me. Number 8, the Chargers.
That's really high.
Number 9, the Browns, also feels high. And number 10, the Baltimore Ravens. At 11 is Miami, 12, Jacksonville, 13, New York Giants.
12, Jacksonville is disrespectful. That is disrespectful to the Jaguars.
I also think over the Browns and the Chargers.
Yeah. The Jaguars literally beat the Chargers in the playoffs, and they got better this season.
Not that this is gonna be a surprise. Putting the Jets 6, like over the Cowboys, who was obviously a good team last year, is pretty crazy to me.
Same.
Like, I get the defense is better, but what makes you think, like, Aaron Rodgers on a very similar team in Green Bay last year? Don't get me wrong, Garrett Wilson is a better wide receiver than, like, a Christian Watson. But at the same time, like, the defense was above average. He had some younger weapons around him. Like, offensive line was better in Green Bay.
He had a better
comparable running backs. Like, to say that he's going to a team that they just are drastically better. Yes, I guess I get what they did last year, obviously, without a quarterback. But I think putting them 6 over, like, a Cowboys is pretty crazy. The Browns, as much as I want them to be there, like, you can't put them there. Like, they're not in the top 10 yet, even though they've done the right things for me.
Over the Jags and Dolphins.
What'd you say?
The Browns over the Jags and Dolphins is wild.
Well, okay, so also just to clarify on this list we're looking at, NFL Power Rankings, Chiefs and Eagles take top spots, Jets soar after 2023 NFL Draft. So it is a little bit based on the draft. The article does break down each of their like best draft, biggest impact players from the draft. So it is sort of based on that. Obviously, the Jets drafted pretty well. Cowboys, Mozzie Smith. But yeah, that's just a thing to keep in mind. But I agree with you, Adam. I don't think any of those teams.
I think we're gonna have one of the best running games in the league, and I can't say his name, and I apologize, but that kid from Pittsburgh.
Oh, Israel
Abanikanda.
A booty cheeks is what I call him.
Abudakanda.
Abanikanda.
Yeah,
Israel Abanikanda.
Yeah, him and Breece Hall.
Michael Carter.
I like a lot. Very nice.
Yeah,
that's gonna be nice.
It is gonna be nice. What do you think about the Niners being 3?
It's accurate.
Yeah,
I think so. I mean, I think it's either them or the Bengals at 3. I don't think any other team can compete for that spot, in my opinion.
No, I think the Niners are there. Like, I just think, don't get me wrong, the Bengals got a Jordan battle. Shout out to South Florida, but I think the Niners are still there. The Niners would be 2. Like, the fact that the Niners can be there without a quarterback is crazy to me. But I think they deserve to be there.
Yeah, the Niners got better this offseason, too. They lacked interior run help on the defensive line. They got Javon Hargrave. Like, that was a huge pickup.
I also think the fact that the Bills are 5, like, the Bills lost probably the most on this entire, top 10. And we just think that they're going to still be in that top 5 right out of the gate.
You got Josh Allen.
New DC, lost defensive positions, like, offensive line is shit, haven't addressed that. Still, don't have a wide receiver 2. So
teams with elite quarterbacks are always going to contend. And Josh Allen is still an elite quarterback. Obviously, he's lost pieces, but, like, they're still going to contend. And if Felipe were here, he would be like, the Niners should not be in the top 5. They don't have a fucking quarterback.
Yeah, but thank God he's not here.
Yeah, exactly.
The Cowboys don't have a fucking quarterback either.
That's true. What was the stat we were looking at before?
Adam was texting us about a stat. It was in the last 3 seasons that Dak Prescott has played, he has 29 interceptions in 33 games.
Yeah,
and
Dak started 33 games.
If Felipe was here, his
over the last 3 years.
Yeah, if Felipe's counter 100% be like, well, who has one of the lowest interception rates of all time out of all quarterbacks?
but Dak isn't bad though. Like,
he's not.
People
bad.
need to stop this. And we always have this argument about you don't need this super elite quarterback to win.
But
a
what's
Super
different
Bowl.
between the interception rate stat and the DVOA? Like if I bring up DVOA, is interception rate allowed to be devalued or no?
I don't know what DVOA means. And
I was like, what the fuck is that?
Means. Good point.
What is that?
Because it's in it. It's in the name. But yeah, it's a good point.
J-Bob, what were you saying?
No, I was saying we always have this conversation that you don't need this supremely elite quarterback to win a Super Bowl. And I'm like, Dak is a good quarterback. So I feel like we give Dak too much shit. The Dallas Cowboys are just cursed, bro. Before he was even there, Tony Romo was a really good quarterback.
Very good.
And they couldn't win a Super Bowl. So it's the same thing. It's the organization. It's the head, Jerry fucking Jones. And now, like, I feel like that's the – Dak gets too much fucking – he's a good quarterback.
If he was a quarterback of any other team, he would not be getting the shit that he gets.
Exactly. Nobody would give a fuck.
If you're the quarterback of America's team and you have all this pressure, all the eyes on you, everyone they're praying for your downfall, basically. Yeah. I am.
Bro, sure. You think like, for instance, when they called that last play of the game and fucking got killed, that's not his fault.
That's terrible. What the fuck was that play, bro? The funniest part is that might be, because Zeke's still a free agent, that might be the last play of his career.
Bro. Oh, it is at least as a Cowboy.
Yeah, for sure as a Cowboy, that's Zeke's last play, which is crazy.
Yikes. Yeah, well, he sucks anyway. Adam, any parting thoughts on this fine Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday morning?
Parting thoughts. No, just South Florida is the best sports city in the entire country this year.
Yeah, your guys' fans are crazy, bro.
You're having a good. You get one weekend, all right. You had a good weekend, Grand Prix and fucking.
What do you mean? They had the way it's been. We've had a great fucking 6 months from FAU to Miami Final Four to the Carpenter Twins Final Four.
Hey,
Panthers.
Hey, I got one for you, Lonnie Walker. The U, baby.
Oh,
Lonnie Walker. Exactly.
Did you see his game last night?
Exactly. I watched the game. I did. Jack, by the way, what are your thoughts on the Dubs? Just curious. Jordan Poole. I mean, he's a waste of space.
Jordan Poole's just proving me right every time he goes out and lays a fucking egg. He's a waste of space. He's terrible. Right. He makes terrible decisions. He's shit. He's bad. Yep. He tries to do too much.
Yep. I'll be honest, I feel that way about Julius Randle from time to time.
All right, Julius Randle just tries to fucking run everyone over like he's Derrick Henry.
Well, yeah, he's just, like I said, he's low IQ. All right, well, thanks for listening to this episode of Caps Off by The Game Day. Definitely subscribe to our YouTube and go to thegameday.com for any of the best sportsbook offers. Hey, J. Bobby, thanks for coming on again, bro.
Yeah, JETS.
Check out Hard in the Paint on Instagram. We'll see you guys next time. Peace. Bye.
I know you disagree with what we just said there. Let us know in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe. We're getting close to 10K. If that happens, I'm getting the Caps Off ass tat.